Alright, section 2 Archer series, the divided line. So we're going to start this section in our downward facing dog. Right, so finding our downward facing dog, remember we want our fingertips nice and engaged against the mat, fingers spread wide, right? Not dumping into the heels of the hands, but really lifting through the arm bones, drawing them up to the sky. Right, heels remain rooted to the ground, or if they don't touch them, eventually you can draw them down in that manner. Okay, thighs engaged, hips lifted high, nice and flat through the spine. All right, draw the feet together so your big toes are touching. Okay. Extend your right leg to the sky, so keeping the right leg engaged and nice and straight. Key point to note here is the demi point at my foot, right? So demi point is really a kicking foot position, so toes are drawn back towards the shin, and I'm really extending. If I don't have the demi point, I lose all engagement within my quad, within my leg, but as soon as I start to engage my demi point, the whole leg will firm up all the way to the hip joint. So we really want to make this a key focus in our practice, is that demi point action. It'll show up again and again in this series. So returning to our downward facing dog, right leg extended, demi point. Keep the hips nice and neutral. So there's not an opening or rotation of the hips going on here, but the hips are squaring and facing down towards the mat. Right. Elevate the left heel away from the mat, so coming onto the toes. Remember to keep the hips back. Shoulders aren't coming over the wrists, but they are drawing back. Extended leg nice and long. Right heel draws towards the buttock. Start to draw the right knee into the chest, and as you do, roll through the spine, cobra hood engaged, coming into a nice tucked position. So the more engaged we are through the hands, pressing away from the mat, the more engaged we are through the leg, the more lift we will find through our torso. If we're not engaged, we're going to start sagging down, and we don't want this. So we want to find a lot of lift through the body, so really draw and hug the thigh up as close to the chest as possible. Shoulders over wrist, look forward and gently place the right foot to the inside of the right hand. Alright, back heel remains lifted, so don't drop it down, keep it lifted, keep the energy extending through the back heel, keep the cobra hood engaged. With the right hand, making a fist, making sure the fingers close first, thumb locks in. Okay. Draw the right elbow up to the sky, so you're picking up your arrows as you draw up. Key point to notice here, which we may find a lot of students do, is they'll wing their elbow out to the side. So you want to make sure that the elbow is hugged tightly to the body and pointing directly up to the sky. Alright, with the left fist, grabbing your bow, start to rise up through the body, lift your gaze in front of you, and as you come up, notice that I start to bring a deep bend into my back leg. Right? So here we are. Things to note here in our archer pose. Okay? So keep the right hand drawing back. Okay? So squaring the chest with the front of the mat. Not like this, not like this, not like this, but right here. Okay? Going for a 90-degree angle at our front leg. So that means really stacking the knee over the ankle joint and really coming into that burning sensation that you start feeling within your quadricep. Okay? Back knee remains bent and torso is stacked over the hips. So we're not leaning forward, but we're keeping the shoulders in line with the hips as we sink deep into our archer. Alright, moving through. Hands become blades. Right arm reaches forward. Left arm spins up to the sky and moving back. Notice, let's take it back. Notice my back heel drop down. So as the arms come forward, my back left heel spins down to the mat. Arms rotate, open nice and wide, coming into a warrior two position. Right hand facing up, left hand facing down. Okay. Things to note in this posture, warrior two. We want to keep the hips nice and low. So we're not hanging out up here. Here we're not working. We want to sink down, nice and deep, finding a nice little bounce. There's an external rotation happening here from the inner thighs. Okay, this is what we want. Inner thighs spiraling away and open from each other. What we don't want is the collapse of the right knee in towards the body. Okay, you'll see that spiraling action stops happening when this falls in, and it puts a lot of added pressure onto the front knee. So a way to check that is to take your gaze, your drishti, and look down. And if you can see your big toe, great. If you can't, then I want you to open your front knee out a little bit wider, get comfortable with the discomfort in your hips here, that burning sensation as you start to stretch, and open through the pelvis and sink a little deeper. Outside edge of the back foot, okay? Bring some weight here. We're not collapsing into the inner edge, but we're bringing some weight to the outer edge, which firms up the sideline of our body, okay? So now we've got our hips in a nice neutral position. What do we do with our arms, okay? So arms are reaching forward and back. So imagine that you're being pulled forward and being pulled back, and you're centered in your chest, okay? There's a retraction of the shoulder blades as they pull together, and an opening and expression through the heart. All right. Keep the tailbone scooped under, so no booties out, but with keeping it scooped under by engaging the abdominal area here, Uddiyana Bandha. Right. So finding engagement through the feet, through the quadriceps, through the belly, drawing up into the chest, and gaze is forward. Remember, our opponent is in front of us, so we're always keeping our gaze forward. Alright, from Warrior 2 moving into double block. The arms are going to move simultaneously as well as the legs. So as we start to move our arms in a windmill position, keep the hips nice and low. Okay. Come up onto the balls of the feet. Notice that the arms are now in a 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock position. So if we return back to our Warrior 2, we're here, 3 and 9. Start to open to the long edge of your mat. Arms moving simultaneously, coming into Goddess. So you're going to need a little bit of lift at the heels here and balance here. You're going to want to come up to relieve the pressure out of your quadriceps. I'm going to ask you to sink low, stay low. Alright, continuing this movement into our double block. Switching, left arm reaches up, right arm blocks, sink down. Good. Vision, eye gaze to the front of the mat. Good. Okay, fingertips of the right hand and the left hand, both pointing to the long edge of your mat. It's okay here if you have the knee extending a little bit over the ankle joint here as we block and look forward. Moving from our double block into our deep reaching warrior. Right hand is going to come towards the belt, grabbing our sword. Keep the hips nice and low as you spin and pivot towards the front of the mat, looking forward, presenting your sword. Good. Alright, you'll notice that this is the same position as a Warrior 2 with the arms. Okay, so really reaching back, reaching forward. Deep lunge into the front knee, bringing some weight to the outer edge of the back foot. Look forward, so deep reaching warrior. So find some depth as you reach and you lunge. Alright. Right hand, bring it to the outside of your right foot. Left hand is going to come circle up and over your body. So allow your eye gaze to follow the fingertips of your left hand as you come into your extended side angle. Reaching, reaching. Pause here for a moment. Really find that connection from the outer edge of your back foot all the way through the left side of your body to your left fingertips. So really reaching through. Alright, continue this movement all the way through. And as your arm starts to come down to the mat, you're going to rotate through your hips so they become neutral with your mat. In order for that hip position to change, the back foot needs to readjust and pivot. So you're going from an outer edge of your back foot into heel facing the sky. Right. Left hand, right hand frames the front foot. Okay, avoid sagging through the middle of your body and allowing that collapse into your left thigh. So to stop that from happening, we turn on the left quadricep, we press back through the left heel, and we find a lift. Remember to keep your cobra hood engaged, so no falling through, allowing the chest to just collapse down, but really resisting and pressing away from the mat. Alright, gently draw the right heel into the belly once more, finding that cobra hood, rolling all the way back, extending right leg to the sky. Slowly, nice and controlled, bringing the right leg down and coming back into your downward facing dog. Alright, that is section 2A. I'm going to flow through it now and just demonstrate it as that was the broken down version. So let's do that now. And that's section 2A.